Today we're going to be making some Thousand Island dressing, but first we're going to make some tofu mayo, and it's out of the Plant Pure Nation cookbook. They call for extra firm tofu, but we like using the silken medium or firm, and I'll show you what we do with that. And in our blender jar, we've already got a 1/4 cup of cashews ready to go. And in these other containers, I do have some other things, dry ingredients and wet ingredients, and I'll go over those in just a little bit. Now, the nice thing about this type of tofu is it doesn't need to be refrigerated. You can keep it in your pantry. Sometimes we'll get it by the case at Amazon, because sometimes it's really hard to find this up here in the boonies. You just gotta know where to look sometimes. And for this type, you can actually find it a lot of times in the refrigerated section, even though it doesn't need the refrigeration. Now what's interesting about this is you just use your scissors to cut it open. Cut open one side, cut open the other side here. Then you bend this up and you cut down the middle. And that will actually show, or that will open it up, and then you just pour it right into your blender jar. Oop, just like this. And just like usual, it doesn't come out like I want it to, but that's normal, especially for me. Oh, it actually came out really nice and clean in there, see? So we've got 12 ounces of tofu in there. Then we're gonna put in here's some salt and some xanthan gum. Pour that in. And make sure you get it all, because we don't want to have any waste or left behind. It gives a good flavor and things. And here we have 2 tablespoons of water, 4 teaspoons of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of tahini, and some Dijon mustard. Now it also calls for some sweetener if you want, but we don't normally put the sweetener in. Oh, and also it's got 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar and 2 teaspoons, I think, of the white vinegar or something like that. But the recipe is going to be in the Plant Pure Nation cookbook, so that's where you want to look for that. But you just pour in your liquids, and you use something to scrape it out with so you get all that goodness out. Then you take it over to your blender and you blend it up. And then from there, I'll show you what we do, how we make the Thousand Island. Here we go. We have that all blended up just like that in our Vitamix blender. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to you can do this in a different bowl, but I like to put it on the blender again, so then it's just that much done easier. We just have some ketchup. We're just going to add a little bit of ketchup here. That's what gives it the pink color. No measurements here for this. This is just whatever you want. And here we go. Just a little bit of sweet relish. Oop, there we go. Normally I use dill, but we don't have any dill, so you use what you got. And if you see, just like that, and there's what we're going to try and see if that's good, and if it's not enough, then we add a little bit more. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Here we are back again, and here's the finished product. You can see that it's a little pink there, and that's what you want. And then we'll add a little more pickle relish in there once we get it into a bowl, so that we can have a little bit of chunks. But we're going to use this for our we're going to have some Reuben egg rolls for the big game today. And who's going to win? Who cares? The Vikings aren't playing this year again, so there's always next year, right? Here we go. Let's taste test this and see if it needs any more ketchup or something, but we'll see what it does. Just like the stuff you buy at the store, but no oil, no eggs, no, really not a lot of fat, just because you're only using a little bit of cashews that adds fat to it. But there you go. Hope you enjoy. Try this recipe out, and don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, and I'll see you next time.